All right, welcome back to another Athens video. And today we're going to talk about part 2 on how to build a Forex fundamental case, if you want to call it that. And I did part 1. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to catch up on part 1. Then you come to watch this part 2. And today we're going to talk about, just like we talked about in the first video, we're going to focus on Canada. Canada is what we were focusing on. And essentially, we were looking for an opportunity of which currency that we can use to go against Canada as far as it being weak. So in my private Slack room, I told my members we were looking for Euro CAD. And you remember in the first video, I talked about Canada and how we seen income and strength for Canada. And let's touch on that really quick, just to give you a quick rundown. So as far as Canada, we have interest rate 0.25, Euro 0%. Now, there's a slight spread there between these two currencies. And also, if you look at the futures market, we have commercials and hold on one second. We have commercials and large speculators. They are extremely, so if we talk about commercials, they are extremely bearish in the market. And large speculators are extremely bullish in the market. So if you understand liquidity and how that works, also, one risk that we see for Euro is that if we come over to our central bank sheet tab, we see that Euro is pumping liquidity. But here's the downfall for Euro. Inflation is not holding up or keeping up with where their target needs were, where the central bank monetary policy states it. So if we look back from July and August, we see that inflation is falling, guys. So if you pay attention to rise in liquidity, but inflation is falling, there is red flags going on within the monetary policy of the ECB. So if you also look at the central banks for Canada, Canada has been increasing from the first quarter, as far as up to 261%. Second quarter, they've increased at 17%. But the point is, what I'm making on Canada is their increase is actually holding up the economy. They stated that they had $5 billion in liquidity power to keep interest rates right at 0.25. So if you look at the comparison between Euro and Canada, you see that the central bank, one is not doing well and one is, just based off that scenario. And if we also look at unemployment, we look at Euro, they're actually increasing. So increasing for unemployment is going up, and Canada is actually pushing down. So just looking at it in that sense, guys, we see where, if we look at a chart now, we start to see weakness in Euro CAD. As I told my members last night, we're watching this key area, this 825 CFTC bank level. And if you guys taken the course, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These levels create strong movements, and we see that bearish movement going on within Euro CAD. So these are things that I'm looking at to help build a case into putting myself in position. The last thing you should do, guys, is look at a technical chart. That's the very last thing, because you want to build an idea of where the value of that currency is going. So this is why I stress people, build a case first, Technical should be your last thing. And we see right now we're at that 721 key level. So anyone who's taken my macro course understands the technical setup that I've taught you guys and know where to actually get in on the markets or where the strongest areas are. So this is why I recommend, I'm going to say this one more time, guys. You know what? I'm going to give you guys a special deal right now. Now, this month, I'm going live for my macros course. So if you're interested in taking the course, I'll leave the link in the description. Also, a promo code, JAM200, you take $200 off. Also, what else I would throw into, if you do register for the September course, excuse me, I will also throw in the Athens Insight spreadsheet, 30 days free, so you guys can understand how to use a system like this to build a case before you jump on a technical chart and actually enter a trade. So, most people like to teach people, well, you look at support resistance, that's cool and all, but at the end of the day, we have to understand why things are happening. We can easily look at this right here and say, okay, well, Look left, there was resistance right there. That's why I took the trade. No, we looked at key factors that led us to this point and understanding why we can put ourselves in position. First things first is the interest rates. There's an automatic spread. And then when you look at volatility, which is another key factor that I teach in the course, volatility is very important. And the spreadsheet comes with an automatic volatility calculation. So you understand what's going on in the markets. So once you know volatility is low, you know there's a spread in between, and you can obviously gain some interest on that. So all in all, we're going live once again in September with the macros course. You register for September, I believe it's September, let's look at it. I believe it's September 14th, we're going live. So you guys still have some time. If you do decide to register this time, you will get the J Athens Insights, Spreadsheets Insights, exactly what you're looking at on your screen now, to help you build a case, So you get 30 days free access of that. And once you complete that, you'll be in the best position possible. I can put you in the best position that I can do the best I can to put you in position to make money in the markets. And, you want to come at it from an investor approach. You don't want to look at it from a gambler. So I'm going to wrap this video up. And this is part 2 of how to build a Forex fundamental case. And if you guys are interested, all the information will be in the description. And until next time, guys, later. And we're going to continue to make money on EuroCAD. Take care, guys. Later.